Allen Iverson is undoubtedly in the conversation of the best NBA players to have never won an NBA championship. The former Philadelphia 76ers guard is in a crowded field that also includes Elgin Baylor, Charles Barkley, John Stockton, and Patrick Ewing. Iverson came close. His Sixers reached the 2001 NBA Finals but fell to the Los Angeles Lakers in 5 games in Iverson's lone trip to the championship round. Recently, Iverson spoke with former NBA player Vernon Maxwell, told him he wished he never got to the NBA Finals. Getting to the 2001 NBA Finals was no fluke for Iverson and the Sixers. The point guard out of Georgetown was named the league's MVP, and he guided Philly to the best record in the Eastern Conference at 56-26. Iverson also led the league in scoring for the second time in 3 years, finishing with a 31.1 points per game average. Iverson showed the world he could score with the best of them in Game 1 of the Finals, pouring in a game-high 48 points. The 76ers went into Los Angeles and stole the series opener, winning 107-101. Things didn't go so well after that, as the Lakers won the next 4 to close out the series in 5 games. Speaking to Maxwell, Iverson admitted losing in the finals hurt him so much that he wished he never got there.
Honestly, I was glad. That's how beat up I was. You know what I mean? And then if I could do it over again, honestly, bro, I would rather not even get there to not win it.
That's why.
No, honestly,
That's
to get there, to get there and not win it, it hurt. It hurts. You know what I mean? You get all the way to the Super Bowl. You're the Patriots. You don't want every game. And that number one game that mattered the most, you know what I mean? Giants knock you off. You know what I mean? So I would, you know, the great experience. It did a lot for the city. It did a lot for me as far as, you know, with the culture and my fans and everything. But you know, for me, it was tough because, you know, obviously that was the last time that I was able to get there. And then, you know, it's real, but that's how people define the greats. You know what I mean? By that hardware, man.
The Lakers proved to be too much for the 76ers, especially with O'Neal and Bryant. While those two gave nightmares to their opponents, Iverson said Philadelphia was hurt more by Shaq than Kobe in that series.
We ran into, you know, may he rest in peace, love him to death, but we ran into Mamba and Shaq, but it was Shaq that was the deciding factor. Like, we could not do nothing with him. And then the crazy part about it is when you talk about the job that Dikembe did on him, people were saying he did a good job. But that's how dominant
he was.
You know what I mean? That's how dominant Diesel was, man. You know what I mean? 30 something and 15. It's hard to deal with. And then it's tough when he making free throws too. So we got beat by a better team, man. You know what I mean? We ran into Shaq and Kobe in their prime. And then, like, Kobe might not have had the crazy series, but he, in spurts, he gave just enough.
Finally, Iverson talked on the great Kobe Bryant and his place on Iverson's all-time GOAT list.
The dude was a monster. You know what I mean? I hadn't seen anything like that besides Black Jesus. You know what I mean? And it was like kind of like a splitting image. And he could do and affect the game just like my hero. You know what I mean? Like, anybody know me, like, you know, Black Jesus is everything to me. He the one that gave me the vision. He the one that made me want to be Allen Iverson. Cole was 6'6", so he could play with his back to the basket. He could get by you. He could shoot blood out of the ball. You know what I mean? He could do everything on the basket. He was fierce on defense. You know what I mean? He took that challenge of guarding a 6-foot guy like myself. Like, you know, when I looked at big guys trying to guard me, I'm like, man, are you serious? Like, come on, man. And this man gave me problems. And he was just so mentally tough and such a student of the game. You know what I mean? I tell that story all the time where, you know, we get to LA and he take me out to eat. And time, I'm young. So, what you doing, Cole? I'm going to the club. All right, I'm going to the gym. Like, this dude was dedicated to being the best. And I always talk about my favorite players, and I never put nobody before Mike because of what Mike did for me. But I never put nobody second, you know, besides Kobe.
Iverson will always be remembered as one of the top scorers in NBA history even if he never won a ring. The 6-foot guard from Georgetown left an undeniable mark on the history of both the league and the Sixers. Tell us in the comments, who do you think is the greatest NBA player to not win a championship? And if you enjoy this video, hit the like button, share and subscribe. For more basketball content, subscribe to our other channels, Free Dawkins and Vintage Dawkins, and follow us on social media.